Hello everyone, welcome to Z Plays The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I've heard a lot about this JRPG. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm playing it for Steam. Yay Steam, bringing out more JRPGs. Nice to hear. And good to see as well. Right, so let's get this underway. This is going to be the first JRPG that I'm playing on this channel, and I hope you all enjoy this game. Oh, I'm gonna have to read a hell of a lot, aren't I? Okay, Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too.
And Sarah's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training.
Should I do the voice, try and do the voices, or...
I'm so bored, maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit before dinner.
Hey, I'm home. Oh god.
Daddy!
Barry Burton, incoming. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. I don't like that voice, let's try and think of else. Did you take care of the house while I was away?
Hehe, of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the big bad monsters, did you?
No, I am as fit as a feeder. That reminds me though, I brought you a present.
Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training?
Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry?
I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present?
Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come and have a look? I've bought you a boy.
What?
Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think?
What? Where's my present a boy?
Don't make such a fuss, or you'll wake him up.
Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kind of dead if you ask me.
I've treated his wounds, so he should be in a stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it.
Okay! He sure sleeps soundly, and he almost looks the same age as me, too! This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too.
Really? It's just black hair. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with it.
That's nice and all, but how about you come and clean and fess up?
Fess up?
Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy?
Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Shizard, I presume.
Yep, that's right.
For heaven's sake, girl, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business, and I don't even know his name.
You mean bracer business?
Something like that. Oh, look.
Huh?
He's waking up.
Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber.
Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull?
Huh?
You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why, now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in?
Hey! Jump on a bed! What the fuck was that? You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it longer for your body to heal.
Just who are you supposed to be?
I'm Estelle! Estelle Bright!
She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that? I have a daughter your age. Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change the sub. Stop jumping off fucking bed! Ow!
Quit yelling!
Alright, already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either.
I don't hear you yelling again, do I?
Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear Y-E-L-L-I-N-G? No, never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that.
By the way, aren't you forgetting something?
Huh?
Your name! You know, that thing people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and polite not to tell me yours?
It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... Damn, his voice really fucks my throat. Wait. Do I not get to, like, enter his name or something? Oh, I am cooking eggs.
Oh. It's so bright in here. Yeah! I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed.
Oh, his name's Joshua. Okay.
Guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too.
What a beautiful song.
Nice, Joshua. Bravo!
Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you.
No, I was already up when I heard you start to play. Haha! I can't believe how awake you are! Though, even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind. What with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber.
What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man.
Tss. How wrong you are, Joshua! We may be the same age, but I am clearly THE woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. How fortunate for you.
You can at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs, too, of course. But this one's my favorite. What's it called again?
The Whereabouts of Light.
That's right, The Whereabouts of Light! I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration.
You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise, too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff, like reading and music. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that.
Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? What?
That's enough talk about hobbies for now. For your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago.
Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway.
Hey, Estelle, Joshua.
Morning, Dad.
What the fuck was that? Good morning. Dad? Is breakfast ready?
It's already and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold?
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed.
Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle?
Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot.
Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you?
That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point.
And once we're finished, we'll be braces just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore.
You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer.
Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you, too.
That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we?
Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember?
Huh? Oh, wait. What test?
Oh, please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training. Don't you remember Shira saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework?
Crap. Totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other.
I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve.
Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality?
Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you!
I swear the two of you act so much alike. Whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shira's going to be waiting there for us.
Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you like to eat, Dad? Any requests?
Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about a Rouen-styled scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce?
What's that?
I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs.
You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible.
How rude! But I can't actually say he's wrong.
Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today.
Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store.
Received 500 Mira. Or Myra. Myra.
If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending.
Alright! Thanks, Dad!
Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. I can't.
Work hard and give Shahrazad my regards.
Okay, this is weird. Since I've began doing that stupid dad accent, I can't pronounce words properly in my own voice, so maybe I'll take it easy on that.
By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple days now.
Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry, I am carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon.
It's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth.
Oh, okay. Right, so we've got Estelle. We got good old Joshua. So, it's that. Okay, no idea what that crazy shit is. Tactics. Oh, okay, so it's that kind of game. Files. Oh, can I just save anywhere? Oh, cool. Alright, let's go have a look around our own house and steal something. You never know what items are lurking around these good old rooms. Oh, I'm up on the balcony. Oh, no I'm not. Right, let's go back in here. Hey, we're back already. Right, up here. What's this? No. Anything? No, 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 no. Anything in here? Oh! Okay. So I guess I can't take what's from the chest. What's in the chest, even?
Hey, Joshua, I'm gonna sleep in your bed, okay?
Okay. God, they walk fast. Bloody hell. It's a stick. There's a standing log for staff practice. Can I hit it? Let me hit it. Okay. Right then. Alice Highway. North Roland, South Gurin. Estelle, Roland City is in the opposite direction. You're not sleepwalking again, are you?
How about you just be quiet and keep comments to yourself?
Okay, so I was going the wrong way. Right. City of Roland. It looks like we made good time. Not too early, or too late either.
We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers.
Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort.
Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shira.
You ready? You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shira at the Bracers Guild. Over there then. Horrible. Bracer Guild. Arms. General goods. What else is in this little town? Clock tower. Hotel. Mayor's residence. Well, let's go to the Bracers Guild.
Why?
There. There? There?
There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Aina!
Good morning.
Is Shira here already? Yeah, she's waiting for you. upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll be finally recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks!
We'll do our best. I am a terrible voice actor. I think we have managed to see that. The Star and the Hangman, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, inversion for the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this?
Good morning, Shira.
Right, I've had enough of the goddamn voices. I am just gonna read them. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion. Oh, she has boobs. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early.
Since it's my last day of training, I figured why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself.
I'll give you the credit for your enthusiasm. But I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready.
I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already.
Quiet you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head, instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does.
Wow, Joshua Shirt's picking on me!
Don't worry, Shira. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice, eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now, except hope for the best.
Hold on a sec, Joshua.
Oh, God.
Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me.
Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately.
Whatever. By the way, Shira, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent.
Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly.
You couldn't read the cards?
Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. Ooh. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
What would you like to know about? Oh god. Alright, let's learn about orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz, or processed septium, installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution. Bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent, and abounds of nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent, and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal, in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighbouring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erobian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. I keep yawning up, man. Consequently, even now our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. That's all. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shit.
Shira?
I'm still going to do Estelle's voice, and maybe the other main characters will get a voice as well. But from now on, all the side characters will just have my voice.
How is today's practical training? Any different from the training we've done before?
Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything, as if this were a real bracer job.
So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready.
Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing.
Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we?
Let's have at it!
Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing, but before that there is something that we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Okay? These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer notebook. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything you may find and wear. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood?
Crap, this sounds like it's gonna be a pain!
Well, please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response.
I'm sure there were two.
Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle.
Okay, I got it.
Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there is a bulletin board standing there. First I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, an exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. Okay. Details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded in the Bracer Notebook. The Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab of the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button on the Configuration menu.
There we go.
It looks like you're able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a Bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers.
Man, all this talk about duty is starting to crap my style.
Sure, there are lots of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude.
I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated.
Had a change of heart, have you?
You betcha!
Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Malder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior.
Okay!
Here is where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory service. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbital Arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbital Factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem. Leave everything to me. So, what is it that you would like to know about? Oh my god, orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects for the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an Orbital Factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So what is it that you would like to know about? Orbital Arts. Simply put, Orbital Arts is magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since Orbital Arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an Orbital Factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water or arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I've described. But I think this information should suffice for now. So what is it that you would like to know about? Quartz. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time. So what is it that we'd like to know? Sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, and mirage. Sepith can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere, but at the Orbital Factory it can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. Bloody hell, okay, this is a lot to take in. It looks like Mr. Melders has already answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop you'd be able to exchange sepith or mirror, but for this training you will not be able to use this service. Okay, quartz. Oh, can be opened, cannot be opened, cannot be opened, can be opened. Alright, so let's have a look. Slot 1. Already open, all quartz is okay. Okay. So I can give her... Let's give... No, because I think she's a magic user. Let's just give her that. Just for now. Let's be all newbie. Okay. So we go to Orbment. Give you that. Orbment, Joshua, and you can have Time Quartz. Okay, so we've equipped the orbments. Alright, it looks like you were able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install a quartz into your orbment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Quartz can be installed in the orbment screen. The orbment screen can be utilized by selecting the orbment tab in the main menu. Wait. Didn't I just do that? Yes, we are. I've done it. Uh... I really don't get this. What the fuck? Yeah, I've installed the orbments, right? I've put the orbments in the fucking thing like you asked, you stupid bitch. Oh my god. So I just wasn't allowed the one that I wanted. Okay, there you go. That concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon?
Did you just say test?
You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning?
Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talking along those lines at the breakfast table.
Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area.
You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for it.
How about a little less yapping, a little more walking?
Joshua, help me!
Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for your help. Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours.
We'll be rooting for you.
I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua!
All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood.
Hey!
What's wrong, Estelle?
Shira?
What now?
I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something?
Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right?
Yeah, and
I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet?
what a relief! Oh, divine Idios! I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers.
So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wondering you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory.
I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed.
I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all.
What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive thoughts?
Thanks, even. Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even imagine what the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you.
We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose.
Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in rodent sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest, which has been placed somewhere within the area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tier Bomb Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle. Right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua.
That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shira.
We'll put it to good use.
Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test.
Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Okay, guys, I am going to end this part here. It's been a long one. I hope you're enjoying this Let's Play so far. I know it's been a lot of me reading and a lot of goddamn walking around, just tutorials and shit, but it looks like the next episode will be action-filled with fun. Anyway, take it easy, have a nice day, like, comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and bye-bye!